Good evening, everyone. It is Sunday night at 7 p.m. in Safety Harbor Studios. And we know at 7 p.m. on Sunday night, it's a special time for all of us because the Thunderstrikers are live in Tampa Bay, talking about all things Tampa Bay Lightning and hockey around the horn. Remember, you can always give us a call, 727-474-8786, 727-474-8786 to join in the conversation while we are live. Speaking of live, what you got there, Joe?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Joseph D'Angelo.
Yes, you are.
Yes. And I'm the host of the Tampa Bay Thunderstrikers Live, and good evening. It is Sunday night at 7 o'clock. And you know we're always going to be here on Sunday nights. So how are you both fans doing tonight?
I bet they are doing very, very well tonight. Looking at the graphic on your screen, it shows a wonderful 3-1 beating. And why is 3-1 so important? Because not only did we win 3-1, but now in the series we are winning 3-1. One more win, folks, by us, and we move on.
We move on, and hopefully the Islanders tonight will be up 3-1.
Yes, that could be a very interesting game to watch because as much as I don't want to play anyone else except, just get the cup and run, it'll be interesting if we play the Islanders because they're a good team.
Oh, yes.
It's going to be a tough one all around. But then again, we thought the Bruins were going to be a tough one too. They had our number. You remember last week we came in this thing pretty sad. We'll be lucky if we go to 6 and good gracious and no Steven and all these
things. We may not go to 6.
My goodness, and it doesn't look like we may.
May not go to 6.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Well, like I said, one game at a time, and
yes.
I feel like we're the ones with the dominating force right now.
Yes, we are.
They're the ones that are going to be desperate, and we're going to have to be ready for that.
Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to touch up on this. Even before we hit that 3-1 game, and I give you the stats on that. This is something that really aggravates me, and
it is very sad.
And I'm sure that everybody is going to agree, unless you're a Boston Bruins fan.
I mean, Bruins.
Yeah. Okay, that Richie hit on Yanni Gord. It was reviewed on Saturday by the Player Safety Board, and they came away from that meeting, and I'm just ready to explode. How could you not find him guilty of a suspension?
You know why? Because Yanni Gord is so tough and so awesome. He just shook it off. He could have been hit with a sledgehammer, and he just shook it off because he's not that kind of awesome guy.
The wording on it that I got was the penalty was warranted. 5-minute penalty.
Yes, it was.
And that's it. They did not feel that was worth suspension. You go back and look at that hit. It was
a rough hit.
And over the years, you would definitely get suspended for something like that. How the hell did he not get suspended is baffling to me.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, come on, man. That's just wrong.
Yep.
But then again, they get away with it, and they will have Richie back in the lineup tomorrow, so it's not going to make a difference. But I just feel like that was warranted for more than a 5-minute.
No, I have to agree. I mean, poor Yanni's sitting there. He gets wiped out onto the ice. You can see he's really down. He's really hurt.
Oh, he laid down there for a while.
Yeah, he was down for actually 1 minute and 2 seconds.
Yeah. Yep.
And, it's just really kind of sad. He did come back and played 5 minutes and 25 seconds in the third period, on top of his other 10 minutes and 20 seconds. So he's a trooper.
Yeah.
And the problem is, and there's good and bad about that, because he's a trooper, because he got back on his skates and did what is his job, because he's awesome. Then the players' review board said, well, if he was able to come back, it wasn't that bad. Plus, there was no blood. No obvious injuries. So they're erring on the side of the Lightning everyone hates and the Bruins everyone loves. And so let's just let it happen. But yes, it's very sad all the way around.
Yes. Later on in the show, we are going to have dedication to Nikita Kucherov.
Oh, yes. We are going to have a dedication
I had to be
Nikita
reminded by your wife.
You know what? I'm going to do this for you. Everyone, I want you to see the most awesome guy right there, Nikita Kucherov. He is, and I'm sorry I didn't say anything about it on Thursday.
We couldn't.
We got busy. We had a lot going on. It wasn't our normal show anyways.
Mm-hmm.
However, it is well worth mentioning that Nikita Kucherov has been incredible through this entire series. And I'll tell you why. Not just because he's always incredible, but he's had to change. He's like a creature of habit. We all know, and it's no big surprise that he has social anxiety. He doesn't like speaking in public. He also does not like change and has trouble thriving on change. Now, we've had a huge change with Steven gone. We'll talk about Steven a little bit later. But he has had to not pass to his buddy constantly. He's had to, work with some other players he's not used to working with, make passes, and instead of constantly shooting the net like he does very well, don't get me wrong, he has learned how to pass up the puck, still get the point for the assist, and let his buddies drive things home, like Andre Palat, who we'll talk about in a minute. There, my high horse. Lisa, you want to add anything?
Didn't he break all kinds of records with the last game?
My producer's wife in the background saying he broke a bunch of records, which he did. I don't have the stats handy because I don't have that information, but yes, he broke a bunch of records, and it was very impressive. Hey, Rob. Hey, you guys, we're on Crew Life too. Hey, fantastic. We are on Crew Life.
Hey,
welcome, Crew Life fans.
What's up,
Thank
guys?
you so much. And Richard Mendoza said, hey, Joe, I asked you questions.
I'm sure you do.
Richard, we love you because you add to the show every time. You got a lot of questions.
Richard, you know who to come to when you need answers.
All right, so we're glad the power play has stepped up, by the way. 0-16 up until the game.
It's over.
Now it's over.
They made you look bad, Richard. They made you look bad, and I made sure that I covered that.
But we love you, Richard. We love you.
He knows.
But now the penalty kill is severely lucky. Actually, not true.
Not true.
The Bruins have scored a goal in each game, taking away any shutouts. Okay, well, you know what? Sometimes you got to be nice to it's like
give them one.
It's like a puppy. You give the puppy a treat. You don't kick the puppy, so the puppy will be a little nicer to you. The Bruins are like a puppy. We hate them, but they're kind of cute. Yeah. So you don't want to make them look like really bad. You give them a goal here or there. However, thank you, John Cooper, for getting somebody to get Marchand out of that damn paint. 2 goals in a row, Marchand, in 2 days, stands in the same spot in the paint and directs a puck in. Guess where he could not stand the last 2 games? They have shut him out of that spot. He is ruined. He hasn't had anything since. It's amazing.
Okay, let's go to the box score and what happened.
Well, they're not done yet. So he said, what is Todd Richards lacking besides teeth when we get done with it?
Todd Richards.
Yes. We have good defenders. Yes, you guys have good defenders.
He's after Richards now.
Yeah, well, they're after Richards. Here's the thing. In every team in hockey, these guys watch the tapes. They practice for specific incidents because hockey is like a chess game. When these guys watch the films and are ready for Cooch, Stamkos, and Point, they have no idea that they're going to get scored on by Palat, Shatker, Johnson, Bogosian, Goodrow, Gord. We have a litany of players which other teams don't have. And if you're ready, grab your drinks. We have the depth that no one else has in the NHL right now. It's been good and bad for us. We are spread thin sometimes on our extra super duper people, but we make up for it by everybody has a certain skill set which is a little bit higher caliber than their partner. And it's amazing to go against that way. Hey, Val, good to see you again. And yes, we are all surprised that the Bruins players were not suspended. It was a dirty hit, but then again, look who we're talking about. It is the Bruins after all. So what can you do? You know, Richard, yes, you left a comment. Marchand continues to stand in that spot. Bassey's left. If you'll notice, if you watch the tapes from the last two games, I actually went back and watched the last two games. Every time he gets there, he's got either Hedman or somebody else, Sergachev, someone's back there right next to him instead of being a good, 10, 15 feet away, who has to skate into him as the puck's going in. They are right there. Either they're pushing him out or they're standing right in his way. He just cannot get that shot anymore. And that's his signature shot, and he's got nothing left. We've got tons of other players left around the horn. But, Richard, you're right. He is still there. He's just ineffective. Good. What do you got? I'm the producer. I'm not even supposed to talk, right? That's what you said. You're a chatty cat because you do.
I know. I haven't been able to talk because I'm letting you talk.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go over the box score like we should have before we started taking.
Oh, come on.
Okay,
It's a box score.
8:59 in the first period. Andre Palat with his third.
Hold on. It's so nice, guys. I'm even going to give you a nice pick of Andre Palat because just good gracious. What were we thinking? He is such a good player. We're so happy to have him. There he is right there, folks. Andre Palat, for your viewing pleasure while we talk about the box score, because that's pretty much all his game. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff going on, but he was on fire in this one. So go ahead.
Yeah.
Sorry, Joe.
Palat with his third, assisted by Point, his 10th.
Yes.
It's 1-0 at the end of the first period.
Amazing.
Now we go into the second period. 12:29, Andre Palat.
Amazing again. There you go.
Number 4. I love that.
Oh, yes. We love that.
Assisted by Anthony Cirelli, who
Yes.
everybody's been crunching down on.
Tony.
And Nikita Kucherov.
Yes, Nikita Kucherov.
Number 11.
Number 11 right there. More than points. Which is weird. I mean, Points got the goals, but Kucher's got the points.
Let's see. Okay, 18:04. Victor Hedman.
Victor Hedman.
His fourth on the power play.
During the 5-minute power play.
And I did say power play.
Yes, it was. It was a power play.
Assisted by Tyler Johnson and Nikita
Kucherov. Yes, again.
Number 12.
I'll give him that again. Yes. Very, very impressive.
3-0. 3-0 at the end.
3-0. Now, here's the best part, Joe. Now, I am driving back from Jacksonville. I'm already mad because the game is now during my drive and not at the evening, which I was hoping it would be.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to listen to this on NHL, and it was so much fun because I switched over to the Bruins side of the house to listen to their announcers.
Ooh.
They were not pleased at all during this game.
Ooh.
It was fun because they're like, wait, It was really funny to watch, I'll tell you right now.
And who said the Bruins were favored to win this game?
Everyone.
Oh, come on.
Well, all the NBC.
Of course, the biased network. Let's not forget that it's not only NBC, it's NBCSN.
That's right.
That's also very biased.
The National Biased Channel.
Of unbiased.
Yes.
Who is the game on tomorrow night?
Fox Sun. Is it Fox Sun or is it on USA? USA does pretty well too.
Yes,
we were shocked with USA. Now, okay, folks, I'd like to. The one thing I can't do, unfortunately, is do any polls anymore. But here's the question: I'd like you guys to leave a comment for me. Do you or do you not think that the new announcer from MS or NBC Sports Network sounds like somebody from the 50s on a talkie radio? All right, here he comes now. He's gonna get some. Oh, he's got some bubble gum he's chewing.
And he too is also biased.
Well, he's biased, and plus he's 106, I think. No, actually he's 80. He's 82 or 83, something like that. But my goodness, all I could do the whole game, other than cheer the Bolts on, was listening to him talking. Oh, here he comes, come up the board now. Back in the day when we were watching hockey, they didn't wear helmets because helmets were bad. It was amazing to watch. It's just hilarious. My wife and I had a really good time laughing the whole time.
So the third
period. Hey, Ron, and go Islanders. Yes, we are rooting for the Islanders today.
We are rooting for the Islanders. Oh, I've always been rooting for the Islanders, but now it's even more that I want the Islanders to win because I want that dream matchup.
Well, here's the thing, though, and I'll tell you this. I am rooting for the Islanders, don't get me wrong. And I was rooting last night. However, I'm not tonight, and I'll tell you why. I would like to see the Islanders win in 7. Not in 5, excuse me. The reason being,
Not going to go 7.
Because I'd rather have the Bolts finish in 5
and sit down and
take a breath and get some rest.
No. How many
and
times
then
did that come back and bite us on the ass?
Well, yeah, but we're a little bit of a different team this year.
I don't know.
Because you remember the Capitals. Because they remember us this year.
Of course.
Remember that curse? Oh yeah. You know they mentioned that on the XM radio yesterday. They actually mentioned that we were swept last year after we already chumped them and are chumping the Bruins. It is amazing. But hey, I guess haters are going to hate.
Haters?
So yes, I will say go Islanders. However, I will say, and this is for Ron, go Islanders, yes. However, I will say I'd like to see it extend a little bit. Just saying.
What's a fact also is the Bolts are outscoring the Bruins 11-1 in the last 6 periods, includes the overtime game in Game 2.
Yes.
That is a pretty damn good stat.
And they said that 90% of the time, if the Bolts score first, they will win the game. I'm like, that's good. So,
and that's without Ryan McDonough, who didn't play the last 3.
Yes.
And of course, Stamkos and Rada.
We got time to talk about Stamkos, or you want to wait till the end here?
Well, I do believe we're going to get a call.
Finish the box score.
It's pretty much done. 3-1.
All right, so it's 3-1. It's a nice win.
It is.
All the way around. I mean, of course, the sad part is because they're the Bruins, and we have a lot of respect for the Bruins.
You respect, yes.
We were just worried that.
Love, no.
So love, no, of course. But high respect because they are a fantastic team. They're also a clutch team toward the end, and I was always wondering, are they going to go ahead and finish here? Are we going to win? They're going to come kick our butts.
Cooper on Game 5 quote: "They're not going to go out quietly into the night.
No.
We have to make them go."
No, yeah.
And Chris Wagner will not play in Game 5 for Boston.
That's right.
The coach, Mr. Cassidy, announced that he wasn't a go for Chris Wagner. So
I think Pasta and Marchand don't need to play either from last time I checked.
And Marchand he was invisible that last.
He was maybe he wasn't feeling good. Maybe he I don't know. Maybe
he had a case of ratitis.
I don't know.
He's not allowed to lick anybody anymore.
Well, I will say, I was talking about this a couple nights ago. It's sad when you hate them so much. As many players on the Bruins as on the Lightning. Stat for stat, exactly about them, their history, because you hate them so very much. Speaking of haters, let's jump into Steven Stamkos.
Steven Stamkos.
Let me tell you something, guys. Quit hating on Steven Stamkos. He's the captain of the team for a reason.
You know what pisses me off about this? Our own fans are doing this.
Yes, it is our own fans. And guys and girls,
come on, guys.
Think about this. If Braden Point was hurt, you would feel bad for Braden Point. You'd want him to come back. You'd hope he's there supporting his team. Everything's good. Steven Stamkos is just injured. I mean, if he had took a rust and just left for whatever reason, yeah, I could see us going, hey, what's the deal here? He's injured, guys. He's injured. Let the man be. My goodness.
Yeah, well, you have to respect the fact that the man is the 10th Lightning captain in Tampa Bay. March 6, 2014, he was named the captain of the team. And that was when he came back from a broken leg suffered earlier in the season, missing 45 games.
Yep.
He has been the captain since then, and he is the force of the Lightning. And
that's right.
We've had to adjust without the captain. And fortunately for us, the 3 big guys, the 3 big leaders, well, you have to throw Hedman in here too, but Shattenkirk, Nikita Kucherov, and Pat Maroon have been very vocal in Steven Stamkos' absence.
Yes, they have. That's where the team has, ready for it? Depth. Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
That is the key.
And I put up a comment from Rich a because he's right. Yes, he's agreeing with you. I wouldn't, because the Bolts are always bad if you give him a break. All right, you know what? That's very true. I mean, I'd like to see him get some rest, but I guess if they're going to have to play hard, here's the problem, though. If you give them a break, let's say they win in 5, and the Islanders win in 5, well, everybody gets a break before it starts.
And it's they're even keel. They both got a break, same amount of time.
Whatever.
But I ain't gonna go there until I see that both teams advanced and both teams will face each other. Then I will, have more comments about.
Yes. And Rich, we agree. We wish Stamkos and McDonough would return.
Rutta too.
Yeah, and Jan Rutta. Mm-hmm. Yes, we'd love to have them back. Trust me, we'd love to.
They're not going to be back.
But they're not. It's okay. We are doing so far, knock on wood, just fine without them.
I just want Ryan McDonough back playing defense, though.
Oh yeah, we need more depth. We need more depth in our defense.
Yeah.
But however, we've been doing real well.
Schenn has been
Luke Schenn.
Good.
Thank you so much, buddy.
Schenn.
We're
Colburn.
So glad.
Schenn.
The Gord line. I mean,
that's the GNAT line.
The GNAT line is just kicking.
They are called the GNAT line, and that's very, very good reason.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, have we talked about our boy yet?
No, we have not talked about Nikita Kucherov.
Yeah, we just talked about Nikita Kucherov. Have we talked about our boy, Mr. Paul?
No, go ahead.
Let's pull this picture up because, ladies and gentlemen of the Tampa Bay Thunderstrikers and everybody else around, and Six of Fire and True Life, and this is the guy to watch right now, Andre Palat. My goodness, folks, this guy is on fire. Mm-hmm. And the best part is nobody saw it coming. Nobody.
Well, I don't think he's a veteran.
Yes, he is.
And you got to
12 years on.
You got to respect the guy, and he's stepped up, and he's really done a great job for us.
Amazing.
So yeah, there's a lot of kudos.
Amazing.
A lot of kudos going out to him. I'll tell you what. But the big man is the big cat, because without the big cat,
yes,
the Tampa Bay Lightning do not go and do not accomplish what they've done so far, because Vasilevsky's 9-3.
Yes.
1.98 goals against average and a save percentage of 0.927.
Yes. Here's the best part. He is the
big cat.
He's the only one left that has played every single playoff game so far, out of all the teams so far. No other. He's had no other goalies in there.
Nope.
He's good to go. They gave him an A+ in the Times, which was nice to see.
Well, that's nice at the Times, because I am very not too happy with the Times a lot of times.
Oh, I know, but they were actually pretty. Well, now that we're winning, of course, they're pretty happy on us, which always helps.
What a surprise!
Yes, but very much so. Special teams still took a little bit of a hit, of course, because nobody's perfect, but they definitely needed to do a little better on their special teams, and we've seen that all the way around.
Yeah,
they're getting better. Don't get me wrong. Our offense and defense are actually. I think our defense is playing better than our offense right now. Yeah. Barely, but yes.
Yeah,
fantastic.
I would say that. But you put them both together, and we are where we are right now because they're both doing good.
Yeah,
I feel like we're going to take care of Boston and be ready for whoever's next.
Well, of course, and I hope it's the Islanders. I really do.
Because
they are a good team.
Because then you match the birth team against the community team.
Yeah, I'd rather see the Sabres in there, but what are you going to do?
It's going to be great, and Jeff likes the Bolts and the Sabres. I like the Bolts and the Islanders.
My wife likes the Bolts and the Red Wings.
Yep.
And you know what? The Red Wings are a tough team.
Carolina Hurricanes.
Yeah.
And the Bolts. He's a fan of both of them.
Yeah.
We all have our extra teams, our other team that we love just as much, and that's the way we roll. That's the way.
I mean, that's a good.
Not everybody agrees with it, but
no, this is true.
It's a shame that they don't agree with it. There's nothing wrong with it.
And Dylan, no, we do not see you on StreamYard. You got to click on the link and join the link, and then I can bring you on. But I can't do it if you're not here. And you're not right. See, that's where he goes.
Okay. Kevin Shattenkirk was the calming.
Kevin
Shattenkirk was the calming voice that reassured the team,
We
allowed
love
them to reset after a disastrous second period in the first round clinching game versus Columbus.
Yes.
He was the leader there.
Yes. And wait, hold on, Joe, if we remember this.
I remember that.
Back in November, I believe I talked about Kevin Shattenkirk and what a great, not only what a great player he is, what a great addition he is to the Lightning because of his teamwork and his leadership skills. Oh, let me play that again. Because I was right. Boy, I'll tell you what, I should not be a coach for the Lightning. I should be the predictor for the Lightning. So far, I've been right all the way down the line. Kevin Shattenkirk, Bogosian, the way Cooper would turn around and start really kicking butt, taking names. Point. Good gracious.
Those are obvious.
Good. Well, hey, I'm an obvious kind of guy.
That's obvious, though.
I'm obviously right.
You know, I could brag about the same thing. I said all that too, but
no, I said it.
Now, Nikita Kucherov has been more vocal on the bench lately, preaching to his teammates to make the right play, according to John Cooper. And I have more stuff to talk about Nikita Kucherov because he, quite frankly, he deserves it. But, another guy that I love, the addition that I love to the Tampa Bay Lightning with the only Stanley Cup ring in the home, the trophy in the home, is Pat Maroon.
Yes.
Explain the ups and downs of a sustained playoff run after a Game 2 loss in the first round because he lived it a year earlier, winning a Stanley Cup with his hometown St. Louis Blues.
That's correct.
What facts? What a player. Pat Maroon is the only Tampa Bay Lightning player.
That's correct.
With that cup-winning attitude, and he brings that leadership, and that's one of the reasons why JBB went out and got him. Plain and simple. I told you, JBB brought in 6 key players during the offseason, or 3 of them just, in the middle of the season. Right on the trade deadline, he brought in a couple, and they all have mattered to the Lightning. They've all done fantastic. And JBB, he should be one of the top GMs.
Well, of course, and we all know who he is.
Easily.
Well, that's why he's heading toward the cup right now.
And if he wins the cup, that's even better because that goes on his resume.
But he's got the forethought, like me, to see the talent that other teams don't see. Because now he doesn't look at the player themselves, he looks at how they will interact with the rest of his team. And that's a smart way to do it. Shattenkirk, some people say, wasn't the best choice as a player. I did because of his teamwork and his leadership skills. And now the boy's taking shots from the blue line, which is exactly what we need and didn't have except for Hedman. And he's dropping it in there into the paint, and we're getting goals. So his assists are just incredible because he does so much for our team. Yay, Kevin Shattenkirk.
I'm not going to...
Do you have a Shattenkirk jersey? I have a Shattenkirk jersey.
I'm not going to start that Nikita Kucherov stuff until the second half of the show, but it's really, really good reading.
There's a lot of good stuff.
I got this from one of my columnist friends, and he did a very good piece on Nikita Kucherov, which I'm going to echo.
Outstanding. That's my dog's name.
Exactly.
All right, so it is 7:28. Let's hit the stop set right now as we're going in between. We are the Tampa Bay Thunderstrikers, as we all know. It is fantastic to have everyone here. Don't forget, please add us as one of your favorites. Please share with your friends, share with your enemies. Tell everyone about the Tampa Bay Thunderstrikers and how much fun you have listening to the Lightning and all of hockey news. We'd like to thank some of the area sponsors that we have. First one is Our Place. Our Place has fantastic Sunday and Thursday night specials. Actually, every night they have a special, but we like them especially on Sunday and Thursday night because Sunday night is all-you-can-eat pasta, which Joe is full of at the moment. And Thursday night is all-you-can-eat crab legs. We also want to thank Snapper's Bar and Grill. Snapper's Bar and Grill on Highway 19 in Palm Harbor is a great place to enjoy wings, tacos on Taco Tuesday, and any other day.
Tacos.
Yes, fantastic
Tuesday
food.
Nights, which is our show again.
That's right. I was going to say that, Joe. We have great food, great friends, great drinks, and great fun all around. Don't forget, on Tuesday nights, we will be opening up our show again. We'll have our second show coming from Snapper's Bar and Grill, the WDIZ radio station there I will be producing it part-time, and it'll be Joe, and he'll have to deal with it.
Returning Byron.
Yes, and Byron will be returning,
Richmond.
but Joe's going to have to shoulder the load because I'm not there to hold his hand. We also have Eddie's Barn Grill, Highway US 1.
I've done it before.
That's right, Dunedin.
3
Florida.
producers worth.
Eddie's Barn Grill is another place to have a great drink, great wings, great burgers, served by friendly staffs, and just a great place to go and have a good time right near the water in Dunedin, Florida. All right, Joe.
Yes.
Who are we going to talk about next?
That's outstanding.
I know. Thank you so much.
Well, because your wife is insisting that we talk about the great Nikita Kucherov.
It's not even insisting. It's because he is so good at what he does.
So good is an understatement.
Oh yes, and we just unfortunately didn't get a chance to get to him on Thursday because we had so much.
We're gonna give some Nikita love here.
Yes, Nikita love.
Since 2014, the only person on the planet, and I say this loud enough so everybody can hear, has scored more goals than Nikita Kucherov. Only one active player, and that is Mr. One Tooth, Alex Ovechkin.
Yes, Alex, who is a fantastic.
Oh, well, he's definitely a great player. There's no disputing that. Nikita Kucherov scored 212 goals over the last 6 seasons. These are regular seasons.
Good gracious.
Tampa Bay's #1 right wing has drained 15.4% of his 1,381 shots. In comparison to Kucherov, Ovechkin has 284 goals.
Yes.
Expresses his talent through power and volume, 2,110 shots. More than accuracy of 13.5%. Kucherov's pillory hands were designed to slingshot pucks into silvers of open space.
Yes.
That's such great how he types this.
You mean slivers?
What made Kucherov lethal in his 4-point performance during Tampa's 7-1 win over the Bruins in Game 3, however, was not his goal-scoring artistry. He chased Halak from the net. And we all know what happened after that.
Yes, we did.
Bringing in the kid, and they
kid.
He got, what is that, a tool shed whipping?
Basically. I think he's actually at this moment. I think he's in therapy somewhere, something like that.
Yep.
I really feel sorry for that kid.
Here's what Kucherov did on each goal, and when the Bruins fell short.
Oh, that's great.
Give and go with Sergachev. This was nothing but extraordinary. After an exchange with point, Kucherov made himself available at the top of the left circle. Nordstrom applied slight pressure. Kucherov gave the puck back to Sergei, and the top defenseman teed up Palat for the right side strike.
Yeah.
A one-timer is always a threat, but Halik read the play and squared up to Palat. Chara, busy with Cologne in front, and shifted over and filled the shooting lane. Palat's shot glanced off Chara's stick and tumbled into Halik's glove.
Oh, darn.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, I'll tell you what.
Halak, so good.
Halak is a great goalie. Don't get me wrong. In fact, he's a scary great goalie.
Backup.
He's a backup. I get it.
Yeah.
And both of them, you have to give some kind of credit to these kids. And they're not kids, of course, but they're younger than me. That they've both, Halak and this other kid, I can't remember his name. They have both had to come out and perform at the last second without warm-ups, without practice, all that kind of stuff, without the team building that Rask was given, all that kind of stuff. It has got to be extremely difficult on these guys for what they do, and I feel bad for them. Not bad enough to not hate them, but I still feel bad for them. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Kucherov has just been doing an outstanding job.
Yes.
He's doing what they need him to do, and he again just joined that small circle of leadership that they have, that players are stepping up and really being vocal, and you wouldn't expect that from Nikita, but he's been one of the top guys.
Well, sometimes it takes the quote leader to be pulled away for whatever reason, injury or whatever, for other players to finally get a chance to step up. And this was Nikita Kucherov's chance. and he took it, and he did it, and he did very well with it.
Mm-hmm.
So hats off to Nikita Kucherov for just a fantastic job all the way around.
Yeah, he's just been that good, and it's bad enough that for Boston, you look at Cassidy and you say, how do I stop this? Because even if I contain a Kucherov and contain a point, you still have other guys that can come to the net and get the goals.
Yeah.
And Mr. Palat being an example of, oh no, boy, now we're in trouble. Now we got Palat putting goals in, and Killorn putting goals in, and
why?
Really scary.
Depth.
Yeah, well, we covered that.
Dylan, I'm gonna resend you the link. I don't know what's going on. Give me a second here. I'm doing it while we do the show, but I'll see what I can do for you. I'll see what I can check. Get you going.
So shots wise, it was 26-30. Tampa had 26. Boston had 30. Tampa had more hits at 45-38. Face-offs, Boston won 34 and the Lightning won 18. So the only guys that are winning the face-offs, like I said, are Steffens, who always wins face-offs very, very effectively, and of course Braden Point.
Yes, Braden Point. Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
My goodness, my boy.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
What an amazing, amazing player he is. It's incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Keep talking. I'm still sending this email.
Equally my boy as well. Braden Point, I'm a huge fan of.
Yes.
And I've happened to have very good discussions with him after the games when I was up by the car talking to him. Very great.
Because he's so personal.
He is.
He'll come up and talk to you. He's tired. Just like a Tyler Johnson.
Yeah.
And what amazes me that Braden, I see a lot of Tyler in Braden, or Braden and Tyler, either way. They understand that this job is more than just putting a puck in a net. It's getting in touch with your fan base, being able to, be personable, up front.
Yeah,
talk to them.
Some of them are,
and some are.
Not all.
A lot more hockey players are than others, but it takes more just to be able to do that kind of stuff, and we have that. I'm rambling because I'm trying to type at the same time. You got to talk here.
Yeah. Well, I'll let you do your thing. But...
Yeah, Dylan, I'm Facebook messaging you this thing because it's a lot easier to do.
Okay, so you can't be overconfident. You have a nice lead, but the Bolts need to go in there and they need to play their game. And if I'm Cooper, I'm going 11-7. I'm sticking with it. I'm not changing anything. You do not want to make any changes to this at all. You keep the 11-7.
Yep.
Everybody's playing so well together. Do not go back to the other system.
All right. So
11-7.
Richard, what should we expect from Tampa tomorrow?
I just told you.
Here's what I expect. With the Jackets, they were so close to enforcing a Game 6. I disagree because I think we had such control over that entire series that it wouldn't have mattered. We were not going to Game 6. It was a lock. It looked closer than I think it was. Now, the Bruins are, for lack of better terms, ruined. Their confidence is in the toilet. They cannot put plays together. They cannot put lines together. They cannot get their perfection line to do anything. I think we have their number. And I think that if we play like we played yesterday, and of course in the 7-1 route, we're going to eat them away very quickly. I think we're going to score first. I think we're going to score hard. And I don't think it's going to be a runaway, but I think it'll be another one of those 3-2, 3-1 kind of games where we do what we have to do, we get our shifts done, and we move on. What do you think, Joe?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, all
right, so we're going to add our other guy. Hey, Dylan, what's going on? You got it working, huh? Maybe. Yeah, he's bouncing all over the place.
Well, we can see him. Just can't hear him.
Can see him, but yeah, Dylan, you on?
Can you hear me?
All right, I am unfortunately gonna have to pull him off till we can get a better signal. Hey guys, because it looks like his signal's kind of crunching on us.
Yeah.
Um,
What a shame too, because
let me see if it picks up a little bit. Yeah. Let me see here.
Still a work in progress.
Yes, it takes a little bit.
Yeah, but
And
yeah.
Jack, yes,
I mean,
good go bolts, and he dropped out. I guess it may be a maybe one of those bad internet time things that happens.
I don't know. Well, the weather isn't great, and I'm sure Georgia's weather is no different than our weather. Crappy.
Yeah.
Hot.
It actually's been cooler today.
Ugh.
High was like 84. Good gracious, that's awesome.
Ugh. Horrible. No wonder I stayed in my air conditioned home.
Yeah.
Love my air conditioned apartment.
How did you do it?
It's so good to be in an air conditioned apartment. So yeah.
All right, Dylan's back
that's a
on.
shame. Is he?
You ready to say hey to Dylan? Let's see if we can get him back on here. Hey Dylan, what's going on?
Hey, can you hear me?
There we go.
There we go.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
A lot better.
How's it going, Mr. Dylan Wood?
Not much, just, working, delivering pizzas, got to make the tips.
Oh yes.
Okay, your opinion on the last game that the Lightning played?
Well, they came out firing. That's what we need to do for the next game. Look, screw Boston. Let's just end this in 5.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we'd like to see that for sure.
We'd love to see that.
Yeah, and I think
we already put a
Palat's
butthurt on
on
him.
fire.
Yeah, well, we covered that. Andre Palat is right now is untouchable right now.
Yeah, he's really got the skill set, and like I told Joe earlier, nobody saw this one coming, and that's the best part.
Good.
This
is great. You just take the bull by the horns and you roll with it. And Palat is a huge part of this team.
I'm just glad Kucherov started to show up this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got so much talent, and again, Jeff was talking about the depth of our team. That's a fact because these guys are coming in, and we have some big players right now that are not playing right now. And these other guys have come in. Coburn's done well. Doesn't surprise me because he's such a veteran presence on the team, and he takes the bull by the horns. And I like what Cernak did, sticking up for a couple of guys when somebody gets messed with. Cernak's one of the first ones over there.
Yes, he is, or Chernak as they call him. They like to call him Chernak.
Bunch of haters, the Bias Network.
Terrible.
So, yeah, tomorrow night, man, let's get it on. I agree, Dylan. Let's get it over with, and wait for the Islanders, hopefully.
Yeah. And if anyone was paying attention, he did say depth, so you got to drink.
So we're going to see what happens. I'm going to say I'm going to be a little off on my predictions because I didn't expect it to.
I think that one can go 7 games, though. I think the Islanders and Flyers will go 7.
You think it's going to go 7?
Yeah.
Wow. I don't know.
Dylan, I gotta. We're cutting you off again because we're losing you.
It could.
Yeah, you're cutting in and out real bad. So sorry, brother. I don't know. He says that they're going to go to 7. We talked about that.
Yep.
I would like to see it happen because I don't care if they're both tired. I'd rather have one tired than the other. Yes, we've heard everybody from Rich. Yes, Rich, you agree with Joe. A tired Bolts team is a better Bolts team. Is that what they're saying? I'm sorry, I disagree. This is a different Bolts all the way around. We have not seen this kind of Tampa Bay Lightning in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe that no matter what happens, we better be starting to follow regular hockey playoff rules. So
yeah, because things change. That's right, and it's changed.
All right, got somebody coming on Skype. Let's see who this is. Remember, we don't have call screeners. Hey, this is Thunderstrikers. Hey, Dylan, got you on the phone now. Okay, cool.
He did the phone thing.
Hey, that works. Yeah. Yeah. Well, see, Dylan, that's perfect because that's 2 votes.
Nope.
I'm with Dylan on this one. I think that's our best case scenario.
Not gonna happen.
Well, you never know. We'll find out in about
Definitely
I don't
not.
know,
Definitely not
less
going
than an
7.
hour.
Definitely not going 7.
Yeah, well, we'll see how it works in 15 minutes when the game starts.
8 o'clock.
I know I'll be watching.
Well, you got to realize, you have to understand why the Avalanche are not playing up to par.
I'm dying to hear
You
this.
just lost your goaltender, your starting goaltender. You have a backup goaltender in goal, which has made a difference right off the bat,
Yeah.
right?
How did that work for the?
And you also have, don't go there,
Time?
you also have another 1 or 2 other players that are hurt as well. So the Avalanche are not bringing what they really have. They're not bringing their full arsenal. I mean, they're
Arseny?
they are, they're hurting right now, and
Like all those little weaponies?
that's why you're not seeing. That's why you're not seeing the real Avalanche right now, and it's a good reason for that. Otherwise, if you put that regular goaltender in, you're going to see a different story. But you lost them. You lost them for the series. So
well, it's unfortunate, but when they're gone, they're gone. You got to play with what you got. Yes, it's interesting to see that it's going that way. I did not expect that either. Actually, I've lost my.
Boston,
I didn't
no
really
rest.
bet money on it, but that was one of my locks, and I was wrong.
Well,
Now, my big lock, of course, and unfortunately we all know this, is the Vegas Golden Knights. I believe
they
that,
came out strong last
and
time.
when we play them, it's going to be a tough Stanley Cup Finals.
Yeah.
So, I'm worried, but then again, I was worried about the Bruins too, and we see how that's worked out so far.
Well, again, and I got to say this, and there's no question about it, and it's undisputed. Boston's not playing with their number 1 goaltender. The
No.
Avalanche are not playing with their number 1 goaltender,
No.
and it's showing.
Yes, it does.
Because Halak is a good backup goaltender, but he's not the Halak that I remember when he was with the Islanders, when he was dominating starting goaltender.
Well, I mean, that's what you're going to get from your starting goaltender. They're the one that rallies the team, especially that rallies the defense from behind. This guy is not playing with people he knows real well. Yeah, he trains with them. Yeah, he works out with them, but he hasn't had game time with them. And that makes it very hard for a goaltender to sit in goal and not have the same connection that he has with his defense.
Everybody had the Avs to win that series. And they lose their great goaltender, and now they're hurting. And that's the way it goes. Ben Bishop being hurt with Dallas, that sucked. But their goaltender is stepping up.
Yeah.
And they're in the series. They're doing good.
Yeah.
So either way. So it was good hearing from you, Dylan. And you're going to be on Tuesday's show? Okay.
Yeah. Well, we won't be StreamYarding on Tuesday. I have to be in Tallahassee.
No, you just call in on Tuesday.
Yeah, just give a call on Tuesday. We'll have the StreamYard back Sunday, and then once we get Tuesdays rolling again, I'll be producing the show from the ZIG. Excuse me, ZIG. I get that backwards all the time. Radio.
Yeah. Radio booth.
The radio booth, which is always fun.
We love it, and thank you, Paul.
Yes.
And thank you,
Very
Mr.
nice,
Paul of Snappers, who's the boss at Snappers, and then there's Paul that owns WZIG Radio.
Right, 2 Pauls.
So 2 Pauls.
Lots of Paul.
I had to go to both Pauls. I had to talk on a conference call with both of them and settle it out and say we want the booth back. Can we have it? Yes, you can. We love your show. I even had Paul, ZIG Radio boss, watch the first show back.
Well, that's amazing.
And he was like, you know what, you guys did a great job. He had a little bit of criticism, that, and that's good because I want him to give me 100% of what he sees in the show. So this way I can make it better. And
right. He said your producer is incredible.
No, he did not say
but
that.
You could work on this a little bit better.
He did not say that because my producer was not there.
Yay to your producer.
I did not have a producer that night.
Well, that's your own fault.
But
you should have showed him one of these shows. he could have seen the awesomeness that we have here in your production side of it. By the way, I'd like to take a second to thank StreamYard. StreamYard, you have made my life so much easier with your platform. It's amazing how I can record, send it to multiple different pages and groups and even different programs at once.
It makes his life easier.
Yes. And that's why after the show, if you'd like to check us out, you can always rewind this show on Facebook, or you can check us out anytime on YouTube, Castbox, and now Twitch. Twitch TV is an up and coming. It's usually been for gamers, but now it's becoming a platform for everyone. It's one of the hottest podcast platforms out there right now, and we are proud to be a member of Twitch.
Nice.
Yes, thank you.
So what's the weather like, Dylan? Is it raining and disgusting there as it is here? Oh, don't forget your rubbers.
We had this earlier, and that's so funny.
I thought so. Yeah, if you don't like it, you know what you can go do.
Oh, there's so many things I could go do. But Dylan, it's fantastic to see you, have you on the show tonight. Sorry we couldn't get you on video. I think it's just that connection. A little bit tough. It's always, no worries.
Yes, sir.
Yep, take it easy, guys.
Take care, brother.
All right, bye-bye.
Guys? Take care, guys.
Yeah, I'm leaving you. Bye. And I'm out.
You choked me up.
You love it, huh? You
Oh,
like
yeah.
it? Yeah, bye-bye.
That's great.
Bye, everyone. No, I'll tell you, Joe, it's fun to do a show. We always love doing a show when it's a happy day in the Bolts world. It is definitely a happy day in the Bolts world. We are comfortable. We're not out. We're not going to say right now that, off to the next, because these are the Bruins, and they are a hell of a team, which we have a lot of respect for.
I think the Bolts have the right mentality right now.
Yes, I agree.
I think they do. I mean, they learned a huge lesson from last year. And and again, I told people before, and I'll tell them again, this is not the same team as it was last year.
Not even close.
You have 6 key additions to this club. JBB did an outstanding job with his pickups. I loved the pickups when he first got them, and I still love them now.
And then JBB did a great job getting them. But then Cooper did a great job bringing them into the fold in the right positions with the right players. And the players did a great job by bringing them in with open arms, not saying, hey, new guy, hey, you're from another team, hey, this. They said, okay, now you're a Bolt, let's go. And Goodrow and Shattenkirk, I'd love to say that, and Bogosian and all these guys. Pat Maroon, the Mountain, we like to call him the Mountain, Pat Maroon, who giggles when he hits people, which I think is just hilarious.
Yes.
You know, these guys come in, they're already on fire, they skate well, they play well, they make great teammates, and the Bolts, instead of showing resistance to that, they just said, come on in, let's go, let's start winning some games together, and they did. It's amazing. It's just amazing.
Just a classic example of what I was covering before about the leadership of this team. I mean, Ryan McDonough was a captain for the Rags for years. And they get him, and they're like, hey, you know, Ryan McDonough said, hey, look, you know, I know you guys are full of talented captains on this team. So I don't have to be a captain. I'm perfectly fine just, you know, leading the defense. And he's pretty much one of the leaders of the defense, and it's really hurt without him. But again, the Cernaks, I mean, the play of Cernak, the play of Bogosian, the play, all these guys are just stepping up at the right time.
It's amazing. It's amazing to watch them come in because you're not having to wait for the right shift to come on to start making plays. Every shift comes out and everybody plays a different but a very powerful, straightforward game, which is making points, which is making plays. It's amazing to watch. They have become more disciplined in their passing. They've become more disciplined in their puck handling.
5-on-5 play.
Their 5-on-5 play, their 4-on-4 play, their power play, their penalty kill. Everything is going the Lightning way, which I love to see, and I hope it continues to happen. Because remember, hey, the Bruins could come in tomorrow and the next 3 and win all 3 games, and we're out. I don't think it's going to happen, but I do have enough respect for the Bruins to say, hey, these guys are a clutch team. Hey, they may get on fire. We have to be careful. We just can't sit back and say, okay, we've won 3, 1 more to go. Who cares? We'll make it for sure. Nothing is for sure when you're playing the Bruins.
They both have grown up since last year.
And Kimberly, if you're listening, see, I said good things about your Bruins. So hate the Bruins.
There's a couple of teams we hate more than others.
Yes.
That's
Islanders. Oh, I'm sorry, not the Islanders. I'm actually rooting for the Islanders.
Rangers. Yes.
Rangers.
But you know what? I mean, I have friends that are Ranger fans.
Of course.
That's perfectly fine. I've never, ever said that they can't be fans. You know, they're fans.
Well, see, that's the thing, and we all have to understand that at the end of the day, we're all hockey fans.
Yep.
We are hockey fans because we believe in this sport. We believe that they do the right thing. Just to touch on it for the last few minutes, yes, there's been a lot of stuff going on with certain interest groups and what I like to call the mob, but you know, there's been a lot of political pressure on all of hockey all the way around.
Yep.
As it was said so eloquently on Thursday by one of the Babels, it is a lose-lose situation for hockey.
Yep.
Do not think that hockey doesn't take your fanship seriously. They have to do what they have to do. If they don't support this particular socioeconomic or social justice platform, they look very bad. And they're looking bad in the eyes of the media, who's going to tear them apart. If they turn their backs on that social platform, well, number one, they're hurting themselves. They're hurting a lot of people, because for everyone who's as passionate about hockey, a large group is passionate about the social justice. So you cannot blame hockey and turn your back on them, and I'm not going to be a fan anymore. They didn't go out and do this. They didn't decide that this was the right thing to do. They are following some serious pressure from another sports team. I won't mention the basketball. I won't mention it. But they are having to do what they have to do to help everyone. It is a lose-lose for hockey, especially with the fans. I get it. Don't give up on your hockey because of a social platform. These guys are the best players at what they do. They are incredibly talented. It is not a kid's game, as has been said so many times and so many different social platforms. Yes, kids play this game, but kids have heroes, and these are their heroes. So it's not a kid's game. It's an adult entertainment activity sponsored with millions of dollars, millions of fans, very passionate people. We care about our home team. We care about our birth team. We care about the sport itself. We cringe when these players go down on the ice. We cheer when they get back up, and we root for our home team. So guys, don't give up on what we're doing. It's an important thing. Hockey, and in fact all sports, makes a great diversion from life's troubles throughout the day. These are things that we can root for, we can get behind, we can stand behind, we can cheer for, we can talk about with our buddies, and it takes a little bit away from the craziness of life. So that's all I'm saying. That was long. Woo, my
That's
goodness.
all you're saying. You took up like 10 minutes.
That was 3 minutes. I'm looking at the clock, 3 minutes. But it's very important to understand. Guys, that's a big deal. So please, don't give up on your team. I'm not going to give up on my team. I love my team. It's kind of the way it is. All right. What do you got, Joe? It's closing time.
Finally, the host is allowed to speak.
Yes, it's amazing. Isn't it?
Oh, God. You got to get you a muzzle. Okay, so let me just say that I want to thank everybody for watching the show. And, it's going to get busier. We're going to have the broadcast on Tuesday.
Yeah.
And tomorrow during the show, I'm going to be letting everybody know the details of Friday's show, which is going to be totally different than the Tampa Bay Thunderstrikers show. You'll know more tomorrow when I get into it.
I won't be there.
I want to get into the details. I can tell you that show's going to go up big time in ratings.
Well, you've been doing this for a long time, and it'll be nice to add some other sports to Tampa Bay. We'd like to also make sure we thank Crew Life. Thank you for putting us on here at Crew Life. You guys are fantastic.
Thanks for coming to me. And
look forward to the NFL season. It's going to be a lot of fun.
If they play.
I'm hoping they do. I got my tickets ready. I'm ready to go. Go Bucks, big time.
Yeah, so that was a no-brainer, guys. You guys came to me. You wanted to join forces. I thought it was a great idea, regardless of my teams who I support. I thought it was a win-win for us. We took you in, and we're happy that you're with us.
Yeah, very happy.
And
you guys make us better, and you bring our fan base. We'd love to have that happen.
Let's hope that we have a football season,
yes.
And it'll be fun. But we're out of time, so I want to thank everybody for watching the show. You guys check us out on Tuesday night at Snappers Bar, Grill, and Comedy Club, the WZIG radio booth.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Palm Harbor, Florida.
All right, I'm going to sing us out of here. If you get a chance, check out the bottom scroll right here. Buy our producer's book. That's me, Oats from the Sandbox and Oats from the Soul. Available on Amazon and other fine bookstores online. It promotes the podcast, and it also gets me money so I can help pay for this podcast. So if you get a chance, check out that book, Oats from the Sandbox and Oats from the Soul. Folks, we are the Tampa Bay Thunderstrikers, Joe D'Angelo and Jeff Snyder. Look forward to seeing you next Sunday or before, and go Bolts.
Tonight, everybody, go Bolts. Let's wrap it up. Tomorrow night, go Bolts.
Another good show.